Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He tosses right to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Check go.
Looking to the air here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Burrow's first play going to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go.
Trying for it with Burrow. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Jarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Cardinals regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
He'll cobble together a yard there. Dax Hill up for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Go.
Throwing off the play fake here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Set. Buffalo 18.
Pass play now. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Ready up.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Huh.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Myles Murphy. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ready.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
70 range. 70 range.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down.
Ready. Warrior 70. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Set go.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Trying again following the sack. Taken in by Harrison. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, set. Hiking 18.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Let's go now.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot, 11.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go.
From the 32. On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
12. 11. Dot.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Cardinals football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start with 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19. Traveler, traveler. Roll, roll, roll. Go, Rick, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go, here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
60 Bison, 60 Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Hey, hey. Ready, ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready, ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go.
They go play action here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Bronco. Take go.
Back to throw. Called in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 16. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Set.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Go.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
QB sneak coming. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Here we go, set. Get up.
Benson will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
One, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
11.
Burrow from the gun. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Cardinals bump the lead up to 13 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow back to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 27. They're out now, ready to punt it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Bengals in possession. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Shut up.
He'll throw it. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Tag. 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31.
Gun. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
11. Stop.
After the sack, another pass on second down. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a one-score game before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. Alert. Check go.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go.
From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
19 Lions. Go.
From the gun on third down. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
2nd and 6 now. He's on the move. Finds his man Chase. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Mitchell on the give, headed left. Still has room inside the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And they'll take the lead.
Bengals 14, Cardinals 13.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut.
It's a design boot. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Second and 10 now. On the move, hit it right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Come on, set. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the first and more. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go now. Take go.
Second and 8. Hits his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense set for a first and 10.
Ready? Go street. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Lion.
They're going to run the draw here with Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Riggs. Go.
Here's second and 11. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Low. Smash. Get up.
There's a handoff off the gut. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go.
Looking for a pass on second and short. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
Go.
Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Okay, this isn't even about bending and not breaking. This is about breaking the will of your opponent. Getting in the red zone, stuffing the run, sacking the quarterback, totally changing the energy and the momentum of this drive.
Ready!
Shotgun now on third down. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Mitchell up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here we go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. This time it's a passing play. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Ready, check go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. So we're through 3 here. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer.
14.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set. Unlock line. Check, Panther. Bring it.
gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Go.
Third down from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And the Bengals have some new life in the fourth! Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
One's complete, right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down.
Here we go. 12.
A give to Mitchell, running left. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
11 MT, 11. Right.
From the red zone now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Let's get set.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Let's go now.
Now on second and 10. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Ja'Marr Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 16-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Able to get it to Benson. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. This reeled in by Benson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw again. Nix. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Go.
Nix with it on 1st. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A 5-yard loss sets up third down.
Back to throw it. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own
There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Ready? Gun. 11 MT, hey. 11,
Now Burrow gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
12.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Here we go. Stop.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's get set. 11, Thomas.
This is Mitchell. Crosses midfield, still going. And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. 11.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds Chase on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Stop.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Stop.
He'll look to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
They'll try and punch it in. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Warriors 70. Ready. Ready.
Play action with Nix. Stays in the pocket. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. First throw for the backup now. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set go.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow the lead now to 22 points. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Hut, hut.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Buys time, rolling right. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Glendale.
Yeah, yeah.